Merry New Year. If somebody know where that saying came from outside of the ELife Media family and the Class Act team, you'll win a prize. Where did that come from?
Germany.
What movie was that from?
Say it again.
It's almost it is like, it goes like this. Happy Christmas and Merry New Year. What movie?
Was it Trading Places?
Who said that?
Trading Places.
You can't. I just said the Class Act team can't say it.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. My bad. Merry New Year.
Merry New Year. It came from Trading Places. Okay. So Seth ruined the surprise, but everyone, we would like to thank you for coming out to the Class Act production. This is our 6-year anniversary.
Yeah, baby.
So we just want to thank you all. This is something that we do for the last 6 years, and we call this the Class Act Production Appreciation Day. We just love you all so much because you support us throughout the year, all our endeavors, just all the fundraisers, your charity events, everything that we involved in is because of you. So we just want to thank you from the bottom of our heart. We're just so glad to see everybody here. We got the sisters in the house. Yes, we have the Moultons in the house. Yes, so it's just great to see. Oh yeah, we got the brothers in the house. Yes. I like that. Look, I like that shout out that you were saying. Got the brothers in the house. Got to recognize the brothers. And Seth, I just want to say I love you so much. I always start out with the Class Act team. They are on travel. As you notice, it usually be a rack of us up here, but we send our love out to them. They out of town on travels, but the Class Act team is probably like 10 to 12 of us. Wow. Yes, and we make heavy grounds in our community. And they just love me so much. They just follow everything that I do, and I just want to say, because of you guys, this is what makes me great. A great leader is only as great as the team that supports them. So without you, it's no Class Act. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart that I love you so much, and thank you for always just believing in me, following the dream, and also just allowing me to be a part of your dream. So I just want you to just tell the people a little bit about yourself, and I'm going to step to the side, and this is the voice. I call him the voice of Class Act.
Well, first and foremost,
the voice.
thank you.
And also, Stevie, you Class Act, can you come over here for a minute?
Yeah.
So,
you talking about all that?
No. Stevie, it's also, I just like to say his wife is downstairs looking at the game.
Tammy.
Okay. Tammy. That's my dear friend Tammy over here, and sometimes I call her husband more than I call her because he's part of the class act team. So Tammy, just thank you so much for allowing me to always steal Stevie from you. So Stevie is the class act photographer. The poster that you see over there, he did the front cover shoot of the Sweet PG Sweet magazine when we actually was doing the breast cancer awareness. So Rahul Dennis, the owner of Prince Georgia Sweet, because he'll kill me if he heard me say PG, but it's gonna be all on YouTube anyway, Rahul. So forgive me. So the owner of Prince Georgia Sweet magazine, Rahul Dennis did a cover story on that in 2012. So some of the ladies that you see on the poster are here. We honored them. Peggy was one. Woo! Yes, Ingrid is another. Yes. So we have some of the women that was here that was in 2012. So Stevie, just thank you just for following me all around Prince George's County and just helping me just make such a big impact. All the posters that you see, these are all Stevie, due to Stevie. So I just love you. He just said, Karen, all I have to do is put a camera in front of her and she just, I love updating my look. Because if you're a business owner, hey, you wouldn't know where I'm going. If you're a business owner, you're in leadership, or if you just personally want to grow yourself, you have to keep your look fresh. Yes. You have to brand yourself. So Stevie, you brand me well. And I love you so very, very much.
Yeah. Stevie.
And you need big CF cards.
Oh yes, big file for me. I know one time it's like, Karen, I cannot email you all these pictures. You just don't know how many pictures you took. I got 200 pictures of you. I'm like, oh, that's ridiculous. But I love you, Stevie. So I would love for you and staff to take a moment and say a few words because I just want you to know I love you. Class Act would not exist without my team.
Well, I wasn't prepared for this. I didn't know I was supposed to speak. What am I supposed to say? Anybody got any idea?
Let's talk about your role. How you add value.
Well, my passion is photography, of course.
Yes.
So I guess I'm drawn to people that appreciate photography, and so that's why we've been such a good match. And it's been a pleasure along the, like they say, it's not the destination, it's the journey. So it's been a great journey so far, and it's nice to know all of you all.
Yeah.
All right. A hand for Brother Steve, please. Yes, Steve Kamen. Check out his Facebook page. He puts out some beautiful images. He takes as beautiful images as he takes of people. He takes also of wildlife. He's amazing. You should check his stuff out.
GaymanStudios.com.
What's your Facebook page?
GaymanStudios.com.
Okay.
GAYMON.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So I would say first, let's give Karen McConnell Jones a round. Appreciate all that love that she bestowed upon the team, and but of course it goes right back to her. We enjoy the opportunity to work with somebody who is trying to do their best on behalf of the community and who finds it not robbery to continue to do that work on behalf of the community. And when we join in with her, Steve can tell you this, it's someone who is bringing you in so that you can present yourself in the area of expertise that you have the ability to support with in the greatest way. And it's wonderful to work in an environment like that. So on behalf of the team, Karen, I just want to say thank you for those opportunities. And your example of leadership is a beautiful one. So keep up the great work.
Thank you, thank you. And also, if I can say, this is the moment that we always like to highlight someone. So we are highlighting Saf. Saf, as I say, is the voice of Class Act. He does voiceovers, and Yes, and he's my person that I just get him to write poetry for us. So he do actually personalize people voicemail for them. So he also do voiceover if you're having ads, if you need ads done, if you need him to do voiceover on your website. So please see him afterwards. I can't find my phone and get to the link that I'm supposed to play. Okay, so can you just you want to play it?
I sure will.
To let them just give them a sample of what you do.
Yes,
and while you pulling it up, I have to say, when I first met him, he is very creative and making sure he used the opportunity to use his talent. And you have to do that. Wherever you are, you have to find the opportunity in yourself. And I called Seth voicemail. The first time I called, hi, you have reached the voicemail of Seth Washington, and this is the 10th day of the month. I'm like, really? Every day he does that. I have not called his phone and he did not update that. I was like, what a way to use your talent. I cannot be that dedicated to changing my voicemail every day and telling somebody this is the 29th day of the month. Okay, this is June, the 29th day of the month. So now I called him earlier this year. He even created with it. Now he said, this is Seth Washington and this the 265th day of the year. I'm like, wait a minute, what is that? Wait, July, June, July, or what month is that? So I just love the way how you reinvent yourself and just take every opportunity to bring yourself. So this is your moment. Play that tape.
And if you ever want to know what the date is,
And look, I told him that yesterday. Exactly. So if you forget the date, just call Sam.
Well, I'm going to play a voicemail for Lindsey Morris. He's an artist out of Tennessee. And so I did some work for him recently, so you all can hear that. But before I do, I'll just say this. Thank you, Karen, for allowing me to present this part of my services. I also perform as a spoken word artist. And so doing the voicemail was a way for me to give myself a way to perform every day. Now, I must be honest with you. I haven't yet hit 365 consecutive days yet, Karen, but I try. I'm close, and hopefully in 2017 I'll hit it every day. And so the other thing I will say, to your point previously about imaging yourself, you know, we don't talk as much as we used to,
Right.
but if we're texting and messaging, at some point they will hit your voicemail. So this is another way to amplify your image.
All right, I like that. So let us hear. Without
Okay.
further ado.
Without further ado.
Drum roll. You better hurry up because you don't like my drum roll.
I told Lindsay, I asked Lindsay not to pick up. I should have this hooked into a loudspeaker, but pardon me.
Hello. Oh, he's not picking up.
No.
Okay. All right. We getting there. Building up. Building up. Seth Washington, it's your moment. I love it. I love it.
Lindsay F. Morris, owner and artist at Eccentric Art by Design, appreciates your call and looks forward to speaking with you very soon. Please leave a detailed message including your name, company name, phone number, and the reason for your call. Thank you very much for connecting with Eccentric Art by Design. You may also follow Lindsay F. Morris via Facebook and Instagram. Eccentric Art by Design, where your vision is the source of the artistic statement that we create. May God bless your thoughts.
I want that.
Wow. That's right. What? And look, that's on my team. Yes. Yeah, he sounds just like it, right? Yes. So moving right along, I cannot just say that Class Act growth in Prince George's County would not be where it is today without this wonderful man in my life.
Yes.
I actually call him the godfather of Prince George's County, when we all know him as Dr. James Dula. Can you please? Yeah. All right, Dr. Dula, this is for you. And I just want to say thank you for being a big inspiration to me. He is the advisor for Class Act Productions, and whenever I need him, no matter what, he's always there, except for on Sundays when he's Redskin and I'm Dallas. But immediately after the game, we make back up and we're in love again. So I just thank you so much. And I just want to say, if you want to see a fine example of a leader, and that is you. Yes. We look up to you. You are the godfather of Prince George's County. You inspire me. This retired military, just everything, just the commissioner of the state of Maryland, everything. And I was like, but you're supposed to be retired, and you're doing all this. You know, the president of, the South County Democrat Convention. So I just love you. You keep me inspired, and I'm just glad that God has allowed you to be in my life. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, first of all, Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year. And God bless you all. Peace and blessing in the coming year. I think we're going to need it.
Hallelujah.
This is a changing year for us, an uncertain year in so many ways. And I just had a great conversation with Delegate Barnes back there. He's sitting right back here. Say hi. And our judge, he returned. Somebody said, you know? You know? But this is an uncertain year. And I have a little message I would like to read from you from one of our recently elected or higher elected people from Congressman, now Senator Van Hollen. He sent me a message and said, please share this with you. Because I told him I was coming here, Karen,
yes,
and the outstanding organization that you have here, and with Class Act, and the great people that was going to be here in this room, sitting around the table and talking with one another. And I let him know that we're still all concerned, and that this is going to be a year where I'm sure that we're all going to work more closely together in the spirit of unity, because we understand that we are a powerful people, and that through unity we can do anything, and that as we move forward, we're going to understand that all politics begins at home. It is local. So we have got to start looking around our communities, get engaged with organizations here that supports our causes, and be vigilant as we move forward to make sure that we are expressing our concerns, acting on behalf of those concerns, and bringing other people in with us. So you will hear some of the same things in his message, because we talk about this. He is a person that really has our back, I might say, because he understands. He was a supporter of President Obama, and we all understand that with the changes that's coming in 2017, there are some things that we must address, because they're talking about taking a lot away from that President Obama has established. So Senator Van Hollen says, after a year of great highs and lows, 2017 has arrived. The new year will be one of challenges and tests. Every day I meet people who want to know what they can do in the weeks and months ahead to protect the progress we have made and push back against Trump policies that threaten to drag us backward. He goes on to say, this moment in history calls for vigilance, engagement, and mobilization. Reach out to your neighbors and engage with people who may have a different political outlook. Join local, state, and national organizations dedicated to the common good, and be prepared to mobilize and march to protect the promise of America. Equal rights, equal justice, and equal opportunity. He says, in the Senate, I will work hard with my colleagues to defeat the destructive legislative initiatives that are already being drafted. As the new chair of the Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee, DSCC, I will also be working to re-elect the 25 senators in our Democratic caucus who are up for election in 2018. These seats represent the last blue line of defense against the Trump agenda. As they say, Trying times test what we are made of. I am confident that we are up to the task ahead. And I can tell you this, we've been through this before. You know, this is nothing new to some of us. And if we just stick together, if we really, really come together for our seniors, our youth, our communities, and all those who may not even see the true soul of what's behind this other movement to take away from us. But if we look deep into what's going on, and we gather with organizations like Sister for Sister Network Incorporated. We work with the Democratic Club here in Prince George's County, and we join with others that are in it for the right reasons. I look forward to 2017 because I know that it's time for us to come back together in the spirit of unity and rally around the flag so that we make sure that we're taking care of our people, our communities, our children, our youth, our seniors, and the whole 9 yards. We've got to keep health care available. You know, some of the folks that voted the other way going to be very surprised when health care is suggested to be taken away.
That's right.
So we have to stay vigilant, as the senator said, and I look forward to working with each of you. And don't hesitate to call me. I would love to talk to anyone in here anytime about the direction of our government. Okay? So I want to thank Karen once again for allowing me to have a little time here on the floor. And even though she's a Dallas fan, I do tolerate her on Sundays when she sends me these little negative messages, and I love her. So let's keep on supporting the sister and the sisters and our men organization too, right, men? All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Yes. All right. Everyone, this next person. Oh, what can I say about him? When I met him, I knew that he was going places. He is such a great leader, individual that just I admire so much as well. And the great thing about the people that you're seeing here that we are calling up is that we all are lovers of our community. Yes. And we do great things for our community. I met this guy, he was like just so full of energy. I was like, who is this guy? No, who is this gentleman? Who is this leader? He was the president of Men Aiming Higher, and I just like, I got to connect with him. I want to get to know him. Next thing you know, I'm part of Women for Men Aiming Higher. Showed up at the first meeting, and of course, as a strong leader would do, he was like, we're not pushing this. They was having a fundraiser. He was like, why is this fundraiser not pushing? This is my first time at the meeting, just being a guest. Lord, he was just so much energy that I wrote a check for 6 tickets. I was like, here, I'm buying 6 tickets, okay? All right, let me help him out, because when you have leaders that just high energy and they lead by example, we have to get behind them. And I cannot say no more about this gentleman that is such a great guy. He is now not only the president of Men Aiming Higher, but now he is the state delegate, Darrell Barnes of District 25. Yeah. Love you. Hi, Mom, Dad, because they love me. They love me. The Barneses. I got to put that shout out there to them.
I'm like my man, I don't know what to say after that. How's everybody doing? Good. Happy New Year to everyone. You know, as I was sitting there and I was thinking, how would I frame my remarks, especially after coming behind Dr. Dooley and speaking about the importance about being involved in the community, and listening what he was saying about the 2017 incoming president, and the things that we have to be concerned about and the things that we have to prepare about. And as I was sitting there, I normally close with 2 words, and I think I'm going to start my remarks with those 2 words. And it's 2 words that I often use, and it's hope and opportunity. See, in the African American community, we hope for a better day. We hope that our circumstances change. But what we're often not given is the opportunity.
Right.
Let's think about that, the opportunity. We have an opportunity to do something special, to do something different, to create our own path, to set the agenda, to lead by example. And what I'm most encouraged by is I'm in a room today full of strong black women, that you guys have become trailblazers. You guys have set the way. You guys are moving along for other young ladies and other young men to follow and emulate. That you guys are in a very powerful position. Some of you all may know it and realize it, and some of you all may not, but you guys are in a very powerful position, especially here in Prince George's County, where 85% of the people that vote in Prince George's County are women. Are women. 75% of the people that attend church on a Sunday basis are women. You guys make up the stronghold of where we are as a body and as a people right here in Prince George's County. Women. So if we take that and we learn from that, especially me and the other men in this room, is to get behind you guys and rally behind you guys to figure out how do we as a community and as a race make up the difference and create that impact and that legacy that we thirst about right here in Prince George's County. Let me just say what Karen was saying, that I run an organization called Men Aiming Higher that works with young boys primarily between the ages of 14 to 29 and teaching them how to be a man, how to sit up straight, look someone in the eyes when you're talking to them. Instead of saying, yeah, they can say yes, no. The importance about pulling their pants up. And if they knew why their pants were hanging down, quite frankly, they wouldn't want them hanging down anymore. A large part of our teaching derives out of the book of Proverbs, where it teaches you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. For me, that is the blueprint on how to become a man. You know, so those are the principles in which we teach our young men to become future leaders. And I always tell the story that, you know, I continue to dream and I dream big. And I'm a product from Washington, D.C. You know, yeah, with my D.C. folks. All right, so you guys, you know the story. You know, I grew up in the 60s. So, and I always tell the story, you know, when I was growing up, our house got broken in 3 times. 2 times when we were at home. This is how bad these jokers were back then. You know, but just like most folks, my parents and my father, you know, wanted a better life for us. So we thought we were the Jeffersons and we moved on up to Prince George's County, to the suburbs, right? So for me, I never let my circumstance dictate my future. I continue to dream and I dream big. You know, so by coming to Prince George's County, I went to High Point High School in Beltsville, Maryland. All right, nobody knows? Okay.
I know.
Well, when I was there, you know, when I graduated, we won the state championship. We beat Lynn Bias and those folks over in Northwestern. All right, do I need to go any further?
Hey, you look, high five.
So, you know, so I always say I continue to dream and dream big. And right out of high school, I went to Georgetown University. Realizing I couldn't put my way through college, I joined the Navy. I was an engineer in the Navy, got out the Navy, went in the Army to get my commission as 2nd lieutenant. Realizing I didn't like running through the mud and the dirt, I got out and I started my own business. And I own 2 businesses now. I own an IT firm. We have an office right here in Prince George's County, an office in Washington, D.C. We're thinking about opening up an office in Mississippi. I never let my circumstance dictate my future. I continue to dream and dream big. And to this day, I own a water company. I'm the first black owner to manufacture and produce bottled water in the state of Maryland.
Oh, wow.
I continue to dream, and I continue to dream big.
Where can we buy that water?
You can buy it right now at every Shoppers Food and Pharmacy. By the end of the first quarter, we'll be at every Giant and every Safeway. By the end of the second quarter, we'll be at every Wegmans.
What's the name?
It's called Pure Alkaline Drinking Water. Right? So I continue to dream and dream big. I never let my circumstance dictate my future. And that's the same thing, the message is that I say to all of you all. Because as I was listening to my good friend Helen Ballard, who wants to open up a charter school, I said, you continue to dream and dream big. You never let that stop you. And I look at my friend back there who's starting the women's conference in November. You know, you continue to dream and dream big. And which did she tell me? She said, I got one of the baddest women on the board working with me, and that's Peggy Morris.
I know that.
So she continues to dream and dream big. Listen, this is our county. This is our future. And we dictate where we want to go. In 2014, I ran for delegate and won. I'm dreamed and dreamed big. In 2018, I'm running for senator. And I'm going to win. And always tell folks I too could be the next president of the United States if I continue to dream and dream big. Because if you know the history behind Barack Obama, he started in a room just like this. But in the room that he started in was only 5 people. 5 people that organized and got behind him, who created the movement, who created the hope. And through that, Barack Obama became our 44th president of the United States of America. So for me, the message is to all of you all in this room, because we all come from different backgrounds. We all deal with adversity and ups and downs and bumps and bruises. We all have family members who have done something that have shamed us in the past. But my message is continue to dream and dream big in 2017. Don't let your circumstance dictate your future. Because anything that you all want to do, you can do. And in closing, I want to leave with 3 words. That is hard work, dedication, and commitment.
That's right. Say it again.
Hard work, dedication, and commitment.
All right.
And I believe if you apply those 3 words in your daily lives, you can do anything you want to do. God bless you guys so much.
They're gonna let us do a photo shoot after our next speaker come up as well. So we are just happy to have them in the house. So get your cameras ready. So after we do our little presentation here, they are gonna let us do a photo shoot with them. And this is what I'm talking about. We are putting leaders in office that still are community people. Okay? So on New Year's Day, they saying, where is your community leader? You can say they was in a personal home. And look, in Forestville, Maryland, because I'm not ashamed of that, okay? In Forestville, Maryland, having a nice, positive, uplifting time with us. So I am saying, keep voting, keep saying yes. Let your vote be your voice, and we have to take control of who we put in office. Be intentional. Be intentional when you go in the voting booth and make that ballot count. We got to make the decision of who we have in office. I know I want leaders that I can touch, that are personal. No, can they be everywhere? No, they cannot be everywhere. But they are in the community where they need to be when we need them the most, and especially right now at this time. So I'm just so honored. So with that being said, I have to move along right to the next person that we have here in the house. I am just so honored to know her, to just be able to be in her presence. She's a strong leader. She's a community person, and we all know her. And Ingrid is just everywhere she needs to be. And I mean, and as Peggy would say, she just have this contagious laugh that just draws you to her. Her hugs is just loving, you know. So if you need a hug for a day, I thought I was a hugger. She got me beat, you know. So and I'm just, if you notice, this is a relaxed atmosphere, and they let me talk about the love that I have for them, and not being so meticulous and making sure we talk about the titles. So that's why we got to have these kind of leaders there. And Ingrid was the people's choice. The people's choice. The people's choice. My judge, the Honorable Ingrid Turner, for District 7, Second Court Judge. The Honorable Ingrid Turner.
first off, I just want to thank Karen for always opening up your home and sharing your friends. And that's what's about, networking, sharing each other's friends. And what a blessed day to do it on New Year's Day. Yes. What a blessing. And so just to be short and sweet, what I like to do on New Year's is to look back on 2016 this time, look back and say, you know, what am I thankful for? I'm thankful for so many things. Each of us around the table, we have something to be thankful for. We might have had challenges, but those challenges taught us something. And that made us who we are. So remember, you know, I'm so thankful for each and every one of you for standing behind me. And, you know, the difficult time when I was running, and some people say alone. But no. Little did they know, I wasn't alone. I was not alone. To God be the glory. Sometimes they want you to think you're alone, but we're never alone. Just remember, God's always with us too. But I had all of you there, so thank you. So I'm thankful for 2016, right? And each of us have something to be thankful for. Then now we're here, we're looking toward 2017. And you know, as my good friend Delegate Barnes said, you know, Daryl says, you know, power, unity. Look what you can do when we come together. And the part of my election was about educating people and letting them know about opportunities that are available. And when you know about those opportunities and when you come together as a group, look what you can do. They said, I shouldn't run. It was going to be the kiss of death. And nobody would vote for you. Nobody. And look what we did by coming together because we wanted to make a difference in our community. So I want to leave each and every one of you with, you know, take that dream that Daryl talked about. Take that next step that Karen talks about. Updating your look. Getting ready. Branding yourself. Because there's opportunities out there for each and every one of us. And we just have to say, you know what, we can do it. Talk to the friend next to you. I know she'll help you. I know he'll help you. We'll all come together, but we also got to know what your passion is so that we can help you. Don't wait 2 years from now and tell me you want to be senator. Tell me now you want to be senator.
I want to be senator.
Make that happen because we will all want everybody to be successful. A community that's successful is a happy community. So God bless each and every one of you and happy New Year, Merry New Year, Merry New Year.
I'll have y'all go back over here 10 more minutes and we're going to take some pictures with them and let them go enjoy their family. So I just got to introduce the rest of the team. And actually, Carlton, come on up. And with that being said, I want to introduce this gentleman. He is inspiring. Matter of fact, he's saying it now. He's very much a Dr. Carlton. Let me forgive myself, you know, because the educational background. His passion is education. And helping out the youth and helping out kids. He was a principal, and now he ran for school board, but in 2018 he wants to run for county council for District 8 here in Prince George's County. So we need to get behind. This is another young brother that we need to get behind, and I'm just going to give him a few seconds just to introduce himself and say hello to everyone.
A minute or less. Folks, we know I'm a product of Oxon Hill High School. So I was born and raised here in 1986, so Clipper. So I just want to let you know that as many things as we have going well in Prince George's County, the struggle we have is with our school system. Yes. Right now, out of 24 counties in the state of Maryland, we are the lowest ranking school system. And we've been there for 25 years consecutively. If you go to Montgomery County, 87% of our kids are ready for college. If you go to Oxon Hill High School, 21%. If you go to Friendly, 6%. Potomac, 5%. Clawson, 7%. Look it up. It's public information. If you go to our highest performing, Eleanor Roosevelt, 50%. So that's our highest ranking. Only half our kids. And so I'm your education candidate. And if you don't have any skin in the game and you don't have any children in the school system, look at it this way. When our school system is stellar, crime goes down, housing values go up, and so does jobs come. So we all have skin in the game. And like I said, I was a principal here in this county as well.
I spend 25 years in education, and I turn around schools across the country for a living. So through family, church, and through schools, we can pull our system up. And because I'm tired of wanting to send my child somewhere else to a private school, trying to get them ready when we pay all these taxes in this county. And one last thing I'm going to say about that is over 60% of our tax dollars, 60% of every dollar goes to the school system.
Wow.
What do we get out of it? So I'm going to be running for District Council 8, and my platform is transforming our school system, because that's what I do for a living. I'm going to do it for us. Thank you.
Great job. All right. So next, we moving right along through the group, and I have to call up my apostle. If I can just call up Apostle, I really would appreciate for him to come front and center. You all right over there? You all right? Giants. Oh, he keeps saying, okay. He keeps saying, I hear that. He keeps saying
I got thick skin, don't worry about it.
Yes. And this is my apostle. I just want to let everybody know that I love him so much. I had a dream and a vision that God had placed on my heart to do the community holy baptism. And when you are acting on your dreams, you know, you got to push through, and perseverance is my word. Perseverance, because God birthed a baptism on me. I'm not a pastor. I'm not in the ministry. I'm just a child of God. And when you're going and talking to ministers to try to get behind your vision, and you don't have that title, they was kind of, but this one was like, I'm here for you. We're going to be there together. And I just love him so much. So I would say a year later, we planned it for a whole year. It was 8 churches, 56 candidates later. Matter of fact, Delegate Darrell Barnes was there presenting us a proclamation for that day. We got 5 actually, and I was just so proud of our accomplishments and our goals. And next, we are definitely working on a leadership conference that's coming, yes, in 2018, September the 28th and the 29th. We already got our date, so stay tuned. So I just want to say thank you for believing in me. And when I first met you, I said that you are what?
A king.
Yes, I said, God have greatness in you. And I saw that, and I just want to just take this time again and say how much I love you. I'm glad that our path had crossed, and I just knew from the moment that I met you, you are a man of greatness, and you are a king, and you believe it. Okay?
Can we put our hands together for Karen? Happy New Year's to everyone. I was not born in the U.S. If you hear an accent, I was born in Panama City, Panama. So my first language is Spanish. So I want to say something to my Hispanic community. Feliz Año Nuevo. Que Dios le bendiga y que la misericordia de Dios continúe con ustedes por todo el año 2017. Amén. I just said to my Hispanic community that I pray that the blessings of the Lord follow them through 2017, right? And so one of the things that I learned in my country at a very early age was humility. Humility. We have a problem with one another nowadays, finding where we can humble ourselves to one another. I travel across the world and I see how we usually hold each other hostage because we feel that we're better than. And so when Karen came to me with this idea of the baptismal, I said to myself, thank you, Lord, for teaching me this lesson of humility, because I can humble myself to her. I'm not greater than her. I'm not better than her. I can humble myself and submit myself. And whatever she asks me for, I will humble myself and do it. So I encourage you today to humble yourself to one another. See how you can make the other person better. See how you can push them further than even where you are. See how you can, if you found them in a place, leave them better than where you found them. Leave them better than where you found them. Make sure you, before you die, you have helped somebody to get to the top. And God will reward you right here in the earth because he came and humbled himself. And lastly, I want to leave you with this. As I was traveling and we were getting ready to land back into the U.S., and I was meditating on something for 2017, and I said, Lord, what would you have me to tell the people, not only in our ministry, but what would you have me to tell the people as a whole? And the Lord began to take me through some scriptures, and one in particular, Matthew chapter 12. When you get a chance, just take a look at it. Jesus is dealing with some people called the Pharisees. And he's dealing with them, but then he goes into the synagogue, and there's a man with a withered hand in the synagogue. There's a man that has a hand that is withered. And Jesus comes to the man and says, you know what? This time I'm going to minister to you in such a way that you're going to be able to stretch that withered hand. What I came to tell you today is that 2017 is the year where you stretch. Everything that has been withered in your life is going to stretch in 2017. I don't know who I'm talking to. Maybe you've been through a divorce. Maybe you've been through a foreclosure, and that has caused you to wither back, to hold back, not wanting to go back and pursue your home, not wanting for you to pursue a relationship because now that thing has caused you to draw back. I come to declare to you that 2017 will be the year where that withered condition will come to life again. That withered condition is going to live again. Jesus encountered that man, and from that time he had a new life. I declare that your 2017 will be a newness in Christ because he's going to speak to every dead thing in your life. Come on, I'm talking to somebody right now. I didn't come to play. I'm not trying to get you emotional. I'm just talking to you from what he gave me. Every dream, every vision, every idea that you had, that you drawed back at one time. Now God says, I'm encountering you now so it can live again. I'm talking to you now. Understand what I'm saying to you now. Your hand is going to come back to life now. They should have got you when you was dead. But now you're going to live, and you're going to make sure that you do everything that he has for you to do now. Karen, you got some more work to go. Don't let people stop you now. Don't stretch that hand forward now. You're going to live and not die. Stretch that hand forward now. I don't know who I'm speaking to this live stream. The Lord told me to wake up this day to tell you to stretch. Stretch. You hear me? Stretch. Maybe mama said something to you way back then. That's over now. 2017 is ahead of you. Stretch now. Stretch now. Perhaps they said you was going to end up pregnant at a young age, and that has caused you to shut up. But God said now it's time for you to stretch. You want to be a senator? Stretch. Stretch. Stretch now. Stretch now. Whatever your dream is, stretch now in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah.
What did I just say? Yeah, you see why I say he is a man of greatness. He is a king. I just love him. I'll tell you, he is just of greatness. So I would definitely now have to say I want to bring up my ELife media team. So ELife media team in the house. Come front and center. Yes. Nina. Oh. You ain't on ELife? Yes, yes.
Sure, come on.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Woo. Look at us. Wow. And we all here? We all here? Somebody keep hitting the switch. Yes, yes. Oh, wow. I tell you now, this is just great. Reggie, I want to take the time to say that we love you. Here, can you see, get on us? Because, see, we grow, see, we stretch. Okay? Stretch. You want to talk about stretch? Here's ELife Media here. Just open up this year, and Media radio show is just really growing. So you all, we just need your support. Support this brother. He's just a community person. He's in the community. He wants to use this platform where we can just hear everyone. That's right. You gotta come up here. Oh, see, we just stretched. It's gonna live. So we all have shows on ELife Media. Reggie, I just want to give you this moment to see your stretch. Look at your stretch.
Well, I'd just like to thank everybody. You know, honestly, my mother, Jacqueline A. Randall's not here right now. She passed in '95. My mother raised me by herself through school and everything, and watched me play ball and everything. She was my biggest cheerleader. So I just appreciate women so much. And my grandmother's 96 years old, and she's still living. So women are so important. My wife, she's not here right now, but women are so important in my life. My mother started it all. But ELife Media is all about helping people. I mean, we had our first toy drive this in 2016. And the Sister for Sister Act and Sister for Sister Act.
And he put us together. I like that. That's our new name. Because he stretched that name. He did it.
I like that, girl.
I asked these young ladies to help me out, and they did a fantastic job. We was at the toy drive, and I was in tears to see give away all these toys to these kids. So this was the station is all about. Big Brother Roland here is one of my dynamite engineers who keep the station running.
Roland!
Go Giants! We'd like to thank Dr. Baruch for giving us this space to fulfill my dream. And my dream is just basically to help people. So if you guys have a business out there that just getting started, or you have businesses that started already, just come to the station. We'll sit down with you and talk about your business. Put it out there so people can know about what you're doing and how you're doing it. And let us be the conduit of helping you out. And I just thank God for all this. This is a great day.
Yes. Reggie, we love you. We love you so much, and this is true. So you guys, if you sitting on here and you got opportunities in you, you have dreams in you, you got vision in you. Come on, stretch them and come on our shows and let us be your platform. You know, we are a community-based radio station, and we just want to be out there helping you guys. So you know. So we just want your support if you even thinking about your own show, because this is how it started. Peggy and I was talking, and we was talking because we was somewhere else, and we was talking, and we was talking. So I was saying one name, Dr. Baruch. She was saying Reggie, and little did we know we was talking about the same place. and we just started ourselves in October. And then in October, it branched off to the Gospel Truth.
Yes, the Gospel Truth.
And then it branched off to
the Real Deal.
The Real Deal.
Okay. And then we had the pastors on there.
Yes.
Okay, see how we stretched that thing? Since October, this has all been done. And like you said, we had our first toy drive. We was actually with Chief Ayers supposed to be here. We love you, Chief Ayers. We was with Chief Ayers, Chief of Police at Capitol Heights and Prince George's County, Maryland. So, and it was just awesome. And I was even amazed and in tears. Me and Reggie, I think we are the biggest crybabies in the bunch. Okay, and I just love that he cried just as much as I did. So just to be a real man and just be able to show his emotion, and it was to see the kids, because the kids was of cancer. Yeah. Either they was terminal or had just lost their parents in that year from cancer, and they was granted a wish list, and everything on their wish list came true. Matter of fact, we had overflowing of toys. That we took it up to the shelter. Peggy and a few other sisters, we took it. They dropped the rest of the toys up to the to a shelter. So that's just how great it was here. So we just really just want to say thank you guys for supporting us. It'll be more coming out of ELife Media. And Reggie, 1, 2, 3, we love you. Yes.
Reggie.
All right. So now I saved the best for last. All righty. I saved the best for last. I wonder who can that be. I hear a chant going on. Peggy, Peggy, Peggy. So, without further ado, Charlie is in the building.
Charlie's in the house.
Charlie is in the building. That's an inside joke of the ELife Media crew. So, so Charlie is in the building. But actually, I just want to take this time to say, Peggy just stretched. You're talking about Apostle, when you say stretch, Peggy would stretch herself and be everywhere. She's everywhere the community need her to be. I am just so thankful that I am a lifetime member of Sister for Sister Network. You inspire me. Yes, yes. I just love you so much. Sound like Renee was in the house for a minute. I just love you so much. And I just love the fact that she stretched herself throughout the community. That when we started in October, I think she finally came like almost the end of November. And so that's where Charlie come from, because every week she was calling in. And Apostle never met her. He was like, okay, who is this, Charlie? I was like, Charlie Angels, you know. He said, when I'm going to meet Charlie? So then when Peggy called in, we started saying, hello, Charlie. She said, no, that's Peggy. And then we said, no, you're Charlie. So that's her nickname there. But Peggy, we love you so much. And this is your moment.
Hug to the camera. God. Hug to the camera.
See, you know.
Oh, yeah, she said hug to the camera.
Oh. There you go.
Okay.
See, you know, the apostle must have been really in my head, because that's what I'm all about, is stretching our sisters. And if you know me, that's me. I want to see each one of the women in my organization to do the best they are. Last time we were here at Karen's house, it was probably 4 of us, Karen. You agree?
Yes.
I sent the word out today, so a couple of days ago, and I said, you know, Karen, you ain't got to worry about only about 4 or 5 of the sisters going to show up. Put the word out there. We have 32 sisters representing today. Okay? Where's my girl, Lakey? I know, you know I can talk, so just give me a second because I want to make it do. Lakey, Monica, LaShawn, come on up here.
Renee.
Where's Renee? She's
Robin.
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 Come on, Robin. Yeah, Robin.
Just scoop the whole room. Just do like a mannequin challenge real quick. And that's all the sisters in the house.
I know for a fact that I can't do it by myself. I tried many times, but it doesn't work that well. So you have to have a team. And I get up every morning to say I'm blessed to be able to have these women beside me. If you know me, I'm about business and getting things done. But they got my back. They make me accountable for what has to be done. So I just want to say, Karen don't want y'all to say anything. I'm letting y'all know. Don't say a word, okay? We don't have much time.
Don't do that. Close up right there. They got all the time in the world.
Because all the sisters are here, right?
But all I just want to know, anybody out there in that world, can you tell me what the score is on the Dallas game? Because I know we win.
I want to know what the Redskins score. What is it?
We're not on yet. 4:30.
So look, let me make it short. I just really want to thank so many wonderful people that have crossed my path. I mean, it's been people that I have known years ago that are just coming back. Just coming back. They're just coming back. And I'm like, Lord, continue to bring them. Because when he brings them, we can do more. I mean, I love my sister Paulette. Yes. I love Madeline, Dr. Madeline. Yes. Karen, Kathy, all of you. Don't let me start calling names. Call my name.
Say my name. Say my name.
Gloria.
Say my name.
Karen. Tell them your name. Oh my God. All right, we got everybody. Everybody shout out their name. But this is what we're about, guys. As you've seen, we have Ingrid here, who is a member of Sister for Sisters Network, who is a lifetime member. Daryl Barnes. We support Daryl Barnes from the beginning. I met Daryl through Karen, okay? And as that relationship built, that's all we're about, building relationship. Building relationship and making a connection that you can make a difference in the lives of others.
Yes.
And this is all we do.
I must say, 2017, I am ready. I'm ready to kick butt. I don't know about y'all guys, but I'm ready. And we really, for those who don't understand what we're all about, because a lot of people thought we were multi-level networking because of the word network. But when they come to our meetings and find out what we actually do, they're totally surprised. But we're all about just coming together and supporting, because you know the word is, we as black women can't connect.
Not true.
We can't do business. We don't know how to act. Okay? So we just disregard that message and we show them that we can. And it's all about the power of sisterhood. So I can go on. If you know me, we'll be here all night. So I'll keep it short.
Taking photos.
But I really want to say this to y'all guys. You don't know how you have impacted my life. You have changed my life because you know I had to sit still for a moment because I was trying to do everything and take care of everybody. But it's people like you and people, everyone in this room has impacted my life. Every last one of you. And all I just say, God, this is only the beginning because we're going to change lives. Amen. We're going to change Prince George's County. Yes. We're going to try to figure out what in the world has happened. Yes. So are you ready? Yes. Are we going to get on this train? Yes. Let's do it. Let's do it.
We love you, Peggy Morris.
We love you, Karen. We love you.
I tell you, Karen, this is amazing. This is amazing.
Hashtag changing lives. Number 2, change lives.
Awesome. Right.
Awesome.
And then we got to put stretch on there some kind of way. Yeah, get that picture. Somebody need to get this picture. Y'all taking pictures? We stretch.
You got it?
All right.
Change
You want to
lives.
say something else?
No, I just want to let you know that 2017 is going to be amazing. Believe it or not, we're celebrating 15 years of what we've been doing. 15 years. I could not even imagine that. I have to really give kudos to Dr. Willie Jolly. No, let me take it back. I have to give credit to where credit's due. I was working with MCI for 23 years, and it was because of them, which was a blessing. Laid off 18,000 employees. I'm going to make it short, but I want you to see the point that I'm trying to make. They laid off 18,000 employees, and when it happened, I said, put me the first one on the list. Had no clue what I was going to be doing next. But through what God wants you to do, He makes it known. And from that point, I met Willie Jolly. It's all about connections. Connections and building relationships. From Willie Jolly, went to one of his workshops and ran into Sharon Bullock, Morgan State University grad. Hadn't seen her in 20 years. Well, anyway, we got into Willie's workshop, and Willie said, look, I'm going to Cleveland to this powerful conference. You all guys need to go. Well, I didn't have a job, so I had plenty of time. So I packed my bags. Sharon packed her bags. I grabbed my cousin Audrey, who's a nurse, and a young lady by the name of Dee. The 4 is what's the name of our organization. The number 4 is because the 4 of us were standing at BWI waiting for our flight to Cleveland to this powerful conference. And I said, guys, this is an opportunity. I said, okay, we're sisters. We're not biological sisters, but we're sisters. There's the 4, and then network. So we stood there, came up with our mission statement, our vision, our name at BWI Airport. Heading to go to Cleveland, I had no clue what was going to happen. And so when we got to Cleveland, I said, Lord Jesus, I hope and pray there's not another Sisters for Sisters network. That's all I need, right? But see, we spoke it. and it was in our spirit. So when we got to Cleveland, those folks said, y'all guys got something. So we came back. I went to Baltimore, got our name registered. That's a long story, but in the midst of all this, God brought all of us together for a common goal because he wanted us to do his work. And I'm just so thankful. You just don't know, because at night I can't sleep because I'm thinking about what we're going to do to connect and make a difference in our community. Oh, you can leave it 1 o'clock in the morning. Why is she up? I know. But when you retire, you can do anything you want to do, right? Okay, I'm cutting it short. I just want to say I love you. I love everybody in this room. Oh my God, look, come here. When I said D. Adams, this is the 4th founder of Sisters for Sisters Network. Did you tell him about that trip to Cleveland?
Everything she said is the truth. You know, it's about people connecting. I was listening to the whole conversation.
Good thing I didn't lie about that.
Everything she said is absolutely true. You know, Karen is always coming up with something to bring people together. She's just an awesome individual. And Peggy, we've known each other. I've just stopped counting in years now, Peggy, but it's been years, and it's awesome.
So we got 2 of the 4. Audrey is my cousin who is in Atlanta, she was the treasurer. Dee was the secretary. Sharon Bullock, who is in Atlanta right now with the family, is the co-founder, and I'm the founder and president of the organization. God, I have to take a deep breath. It is so good to see.
It's always good.
I'm sorry, guys. Give me another hug. God is so good.
All the time. All the time.
My God.
All right.
Yay!
Thank you, like Karen.
That's it.
All right.
So you come to the meeting and you find all the information, how we really did this, okay?
But see, you know what? Peggy is so sweet. So this is why it's good to have a buffer and just have people around you that knows you. We've been talking about New Year's Day forever. So basically, Peggy left. She is such a heart person. She left out the business part, so I'm gonna do the business. Okay. So, Sister for Sister Network. We are just a lovely group, as you can see. We have lifetime memberships as well if you want to just join yearly. But because it's New Year's Day and we're together, if any of you ladies want to know about our organization, we're inviting you all to come to our next meeting. And we're waiver the fee because you usually have to pay $20 if you're a non-member to come to our meeting. But we waiving a fee. And if anybody who signed up today would get half off their membership, or if you want to wait and come out to the meeting that we waiving the fee for, then we'll give you 10% off if you sign up on that day. So that's how we run. Yes, to me.
And this is our chair of membership right here, Rhonda.
You know I got you, Johnny.
As the chair of membership, so be sure to take advantage of this opportunity.
Yes. And she is right. I have to say this, and then Lakey gonna be. Lakey is the one in the meeting like. So okay, ladies. So I'm gonna say this, and then and Peggy was right. 2 years ago when Peggy came, she invited the sisters out, and it was like about 50 people in the house, and 5 of the women were Sister for Sister Network. Today, we probably got about 50 people in the house, and 35 of them are Sister for Sister Network. So my sisters, make
I must say one thing.
She just whispered this, y'all.
For those of you who do not know, Dr. Dula is our #1 brother.
Yes.
From day one. #1. Thank you, Doc. We love you.
Yes. Okay. So we running out of tape. Your eyes looking big.
No, we good.
Okay. All right. Right. All right. Thank you, good ladies. If you all want to disperse back over this way. And real quick, so I was like, oh my God, I hope she don't miss a moment. but part of the Class Act team is all the way from California. Come here, Tia. This is my goddaughter, the Tia Cedars. I love you so much.
Hug to the camera.
Yes. She said hug to the camera.
Hug to the camera.
I love her. And my goddaughter came all the way from California. And she had a surprise birthday party on Thursday. And Lord behold, her godmama is so here working so hard till 4 in the morning. I could not make it. But I asked her to come and spend a moment with me on Friday. And we went to a leadership conference that I was hosting. I was the special guest artist. And I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed it so much. And we just had so much fun together. And my dog is letting me know somebody was knocking at the door. So hi, Belly. You all up in the film too. So I love you so much, Tia. And I just want to say happy birthday. I love you. And you inspired me so much. When she was coming up, you know, it's true that you put that discipline and love in someone. And now she's giving it back to me. You know, I call her, I like keeping my youth. We got to keep the youth around us. Because she is like, Godmama, you need to do this. I'm going to do that for Class Act. I'm going to branding and marketing. You think I know branding and marketing? This baby right here knows her branding and marketing. So I want to say thanks for keeping Godmama Class Act in the now, in the know. And then, let me tell you how much she keeps me in the know. So, on Thanksgiving Day, I ended up sending her our mannequin challenge. And she texts back and say, what? You know about that? Because she know. She the one got to tell me about the things that's coming out. So I was like, that is so cute. She was like, okay, Godmommy, she finally in the now, right? So happy birthday, and thank you for being a part of Class Act production.
Oh, thank you. Hug to the camera.
Oh, hug to the camera.
Hug to the camera.
You want to say a few words?
So I guess since I'm put on the spot randomly, I would like to say that Karen, I know all of you who are here who know her know how much of an inspiration that she is, and just in all the things that she has done, and all the things that she's been through, and then has still continued to move forward. Which I would just like to say, you know, she's right. Now I'm at an age where I feel like, you know, we're like motivating each other. It's like we don't get to talk as often because she is busy, because she has all these things going on. But when we do, it's like iron sharpening iron. And so it was just a blessing to be able to go and see her do, I want to say, her first speaking experience that she did not host, where she was invited in 2016, which I think was like the start of her journey for 2017, is kind of letting us know where she's going to be and what she's going to do. And I have no doubt that she's going to do big things and even bigger things as time goes on. So.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes. And I love you. Staff of Washington, we get ready to close out. Staff have a special presentation for you as we now bring this to a close. But I definitely want to say we're going to give out those surprise after this presentation for them socks. Who got on the most best and fun? No, it definitely ain't gonna be them Redskins. Oh, maybe I but no, seriously, staff and I just want to take this moment and we close out together. We do a special act at time. Most of you witnessed one of them acts at my 50th birthday party. And I want to say thank you guys for coming out and spending my 50th birthday with me. That was so much fun. I had so much fun. And look, and you all signed my posters. Yeah. You see the two posters? Yes, because the book cover, this is my book cover for my book that's coming out this year. And for my 50th birthday, for everyone can be a part of it, I asked them whatever one they like, please sign. So whatever one get the most signature is going to be the front cover of my book. So all you all that's here today, if you would like to sign the poster, whatever poster that you like, And at the end, whatever one wins, it's the what? People's choice. That's the one I'm going with. So, Saf, you want to just get us ready?
Give yourself a round of applause. Come on. Yeah. Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year.
And I'd like for you all to just take a moment to repeat these words. Are you ready?
Yes.
I said, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. I'm stretching.
I'm stretching.
With commitment.
With commitment.
Hard work.
Hard work.
In unity.
In unity.
With education.
With education.
To God be the glory.
To God be the glory.
Yeah. And so, Karen, in all of those things, stretching, commitment, unity, hard work, education, I think all of that flows so well with the theme that Karen has for us today. The theme is Rise Up.
You're broken down and tired from living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a
Yeah, I'm going to sing, Peggy.
I'm sorry, you weren't supposed to hear that.
Stevie.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Mountains, we gon' walk it out, and mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again, and I'll rise up, I'll like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. The silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Mountains, bring it to its feet. Mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other, and we will rise, we will rise.
Rise up. We got to rise up, people. And that actually I dedicated at the baptism to my sister, but today I dedicate it to Stevie. Your wife told me that you love that song. So this is for you, Stevie. Thank you. I love you so much. All right. South Washington.
So we're rising up with movement. We're rising up with voice. This next piece, Karen and I also performed at the baptism, and we are honored to do it again for you today. And the name of the poem is entitled In Conversation. And the movement is choreographed by Cameron Connell-Jones. In conversation with you, I search for truth. Authentic revelation regarding our human situation. Vocal intonations and sunburst emitted from your eyes. The moment, the meaning of a smile. Hieroglyphic codes, body language. Telling other stories about this story. Beckoning greater understandings and insights. In conversation with you, I hear a melody, a cadence of first songs from past ages, steady phonetic rhythms, and yet new mercies revealing blessings, healing, favor, so very needed right now. Divine voice, the celestial sounds bombarding strongholds, Jericho walls tumbling down. In conversation with you, I receive signals both analog and digital for past, future, present. We time travel from Giza to Malcolm X Park, experiencing Mediterranean sunrises at the opening of the Nile and summer evening strolls through urban boulevards after dark. In conversation with you, in conversation with you, in conversation with, in conversation in. 'Cause when I'm talking to you, listening to you, hearing you, feeling you. When I'm talking to you, dialogue and dialect, a menu seasoned with flavor that enhances our palate for peace and the digestion of joy. Dining on the finest of intention, this cuisine ripe with words freshly picked from the vineyard of wisdom in season. Such elocutionary nourishment I thankfully receive while feasting at your table. In conversation with you, time becomes meaningful. Each breath, hearts beat in soul synchronicity, connecting in the seconds, the minutes, the hours, elevating our collective powers through the powers of voice, hearing, and the force of timely encouragement, touching the places in us that can't be touched, the essence deep within that makes all of us not so distant cousins. This openness is evidence regarding the truth about oneness, allowing in an instant the opportunity to be free. In conversation with you, I listen for God inside the sound. That sound from the beginning that said, let there be. The sound that lets me be the best me, the blessed me. The sound of the anointed most high divine energy. In conversation with you, in conversation with you, in conversation with, in conversation in. Dad and Mom's voices did heavily influence my sisters and me. Mr. George, Reverend Gertie, that haiku is for you. In conversation with you, I receive elements of the beginning, the middle, the end, bringing light to how it was that any one of my ancestors survived the middle passage, as well as what came after. As yet to be fully identified on pages of comics, Marvel, DC, or on movie screens in 3D, yet they are the very meaning of superheroes and super she-ros, truly emphasizing, reminding about the eternal divine abilities of achievement and endurance that dwell in me. Abilities envisioned, inspired, crafted, fine-tuned, and placed on earthly display by love, for love, as love, dwelling in love, to let love be love. In conversation with you, there are handwritten letters addressed to me, mailed long ago before moments were measured by time. Yet these personalized missives are received right on time, offering specialized detailed insights on the ways and means of making this a better, more effective now, enhancing my abilities to both receive and reach for Yah's best today, as we on purpose occupy the divine coordinates of this moment, fulfilling God's intention. And did I mention how awesome God is? In conversation with you, we share in ways that are blessed, with insights and tones that alleviate fears, worries, stress. Such vibrations add strength to my being, bring light to character, refine motives within desires, reconstitute purpose of the scheme, and reverberate value, truth, necessity, and the absolute divinity in living my dreams. In conversation with you, in conversation with you, in conversation with, in conversation, in. So looking forward to speaking with you again in conversation.
If you want to catch us and know what's up with us, you got to see ELife Media. So you got to go to elifemedia.net, and we will be there again next year. Keep up, follow your dreams, follow your heart, because I will have to end with this. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding, but acknowledge Him in all your ways. And He will continue to direct your path. So God bless and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.